विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्यस्तुत्तरशतशिष्य His Divine Grace Club है चरणारविंद भक्तिकांत स्वामी जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। ISKCON के फाउंडर आचार्य जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य स्तुत्तरशतशिष्य His Divine Grace भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। आचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। ब्रज वृंदावन धाम की जय। प्रतिमा गोदान की जय। जगन्नाथ गोदान गंगामाई की जय। यमुनामाई की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। तुलसी महारानी की जय। समावेद भक्त वृंद की जय। गौर प्रणमामि गौर ग्लोरीज टू assemble devotees all glories to assemble devotees all glories to assemble devotees glories to Sri Sri Guru and Sri HH Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We are reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter number 10 and text number 10. This is very important. You all are educated, right? But you need to have intelligence. Education does not give you any intelligence, okay? Who gives you intelligence?
Krishna.
How?
Surrender to him. Surrender to him.
You have to practice constantly. So today's verse is there. Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhiyogam tam yena mamupayanti te Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhiyogam tam yena mamupayanti te Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhiyogam tam yena mamupayanti te Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhiyogam tam yena mamupayanti te
Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhiyogam tam yena mamupayanti te
Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhiyogam tam yena mamupayanti te
Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं येन मामुपयान्ति ते तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं येन मामुपयान्ति ते
तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं येन मामुपयान्ति ते
तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं येन मामुपयान्ति ते
तेषां unto them satatayuktanam always engaged bhajatam in rendering devotional service pritipurvakam in loving ecstasy dadami I give buddhiyogam real intelligence that yena by which unto me upayanti come they. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. In this verse, the word Buddhi Yogam is very significant. We may remember that in the second chapter, the Lord introducing Arjuna said that he had spoken him of many things and that he would instruct him in the way of Buddhi Yoga. And now Buddhi Yoga is explained. Buddhi Yoga itself is action in Krishna consciousness. That is the highest intelligence. Buddhi means intelligence and yoga means mystic activities or mystic elevation. When one tries to go back home, back to Godhead, and takes fully to Krishna consciousness in devotional service, his action is called Buddhi Yoga. In other words, Buddhi Yoga is the process by which one gets out of the entanglement of material world. The ultimate goal of progress is Krishna. People do not know this. Therefore, the association of devotees and the bona fide spiritual master are important. One should know that the goal is Krishna, and when the goal is assigned, then the path is slowly but progressively traversed, and the ultimate goal is achieved. When a person knows the goal of life, but is addicted to the fruits of its activities, he is acting in Karma Yoga. When he knows that the goal is Krishna, but he takes pleasure in mental speculation to understand Krishna, he is acting in Jnana Yoga. And when he knows the goal and seek Krishna completely in Krishna consciousness and devotional service, he is acting in Bhakti Yoga or Buddhi Yoga, which is complete yoga. This complete yoga is the highest perfectional stage of life. A person may have a bona fide spiritual master and may be attached to the spiritual organization, but if he is still not intelligent enough to make progress, then Krishna from within gives him instructions so that he may ultimately come to him without difficulty. The qualification is that a person always engage himself in Krishna's consciousness and with love and devotion render all kinds of services. He should perform some sort of work for Krishna, and that work should be with love. If a devotee is not intelligent enough to make progress on the path of self-realization, but is sincere and devoted to the activities of devotional service, the Lord gives him a chance to make progress and ultimately attain to him. Om Ajnanati Vigrandasya Jnananjana
Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha
Shri Chaitanya
Vishwam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Karamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Tam Sajivam Sarvekam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusate Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya evacha Palitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jnanam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschasya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Tesham Satatayuktanam Vajatam Pritipurvam Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yena Manovyadite. So, in Krishna consciousness, we have to constantly engage in devotional service with love. Actually, devotional service means loving devotional service. You can't separate devotion and love. They are embedded. Unless and until you know the ultimate benefactor is Krishna, how would you love him? And Krishna is teaching well in advance, you should know me. Knowledge and buddhi both should go together. But here, knowledge of the Absolute doesn't require material intelligence. Material intelligence is not really intelligence, because it ends in the matter because of attachment of the soul to the matter. So therefore, that buddhi is not good. And in the second chapter itself, Krishna is identifying the function of buddhi is to discriminate between what is temporary and what is real. Na sato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate asat. Ubayoropi prashna tattva. If you are seeker of truth, then you should start, distinguishing between the real and unreal. For the real there is no cessation, and for the unreal there is no endurance. So, but that does not cease to be. In second chapter, everything has been said. The soul is, can never cease to exist. The soul is there, but the body is asat because it ceases to exist. Whatever has been manufactured through material energy stays only for some time. You think how long this camera or an iPhone or whatever you have is going to stay around. Not more than 10 years, it will become obsolete. You yourself will throw in the garbage. Right? You will get something else. So, matter keeps on changing. There is a cycle. So, Prakriti, Mother Nature also recycles. And we see this by observational truth. And yet, we do not want to become intelligent. Intelligence has only one function, to opt for the eternal and to not dwell on the temporary, ephemeral, superfluous changes. The attraction of skin is worst. Actually, all the miseries and our intelligence is disrupted by attraction of skin. Yehi sansparshaja bhoga dukkhayomayaya evate. Adhyantavantakaunte nate ramateshu buddha. Buddha means buddhima. Intelligent person do not dwell in it. Because they are the very building ground of miseries. I mean, you can't teach this in college and other things. You know, such institutions will oppose you like anything. This is the fact. So, intelligence is most important. In the beginning, the devotees were said to be following Prabhupada blindly. And when they get some kind of little disrespect from the public, or they are made fun of, some devotees would come forward and ask Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, they make fun of us because they have not seen our dress. You know, Prabhupada will encourage them. They are fools and rascals. They do not know the most intelligent people are dancing and distributing. Most intelligent people are those who dance, chant, and distribute books. Prabhupada claimed them. And this was such a boost and of encouragement that devotees would go day and night to distribute books. At that time also book distribution was topmost, and they have so many different kinds of experiences, and they will be amused that what a power in book distribution is. So every week they started putting the reports and personal experiences in book distribution, both some were hilarious, others, but everything was so much encouraging that book distribution became a ministry itself. So, we see that that Krishna consciousness is not for dull, but for the intelligent. Because the whole system is intellectual. It doesn't mean material intellectual. What is meant by actual intelligence? That you know the path where you are heading for the perfection. And perfection can be comparative, but the ultimate, go back to God. Prabhupada said that I may be imperfect, but the path I follow is perfect. Because it's perfectly designed by the most intelligent person, Lord Shri Krishna himself. So, Krishna is supplying intelligence. You do not generate intelligence. You may generate impulses stored in mind through senses. And senses, when they are not connected by its own inherent consciousness, which is divine in nature, and if it is being abused, misused, then you are at loss. You become the worst, even however you may be topmost in material sense. Because that intelligence is geared to Yasyatma buddhi kunapeti dhatuke swadikkalatradishu ijjapomadi yatirtha buddhi sarivena karhichit janeshu abhikeshu saeva gokara. Now you can compare. This is a very startling statement in Srimad Bhagavatam. Sukadeva Goswami is saying, whose intelligence is composed of only kapha, pitta and vayu, tridhatu, means body becomes liquid. Swadhika pradishu, Swadi, his own intelligence, which is geared on a house, kalatra means wife and children. On starting from that to the society and the national status. That each Bhagavati, oh, I'm such a fortunate person, I have reached such a high level. I must sacrifice my life for the praise of my birth or my nation. Deshabuddhi. But Bhagavatam says, Yatirthabuddhi nasati ekkarije. This intelligence is not purified through the association of sadhus. They will always deny. Because sadhus have only one and one repose function is to go back home, back to Godhead, and whoever comes induce him and chanting Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So, Tirtha Buddhi. Tirtha Buddhi means purified intelligence. Purified intelligence. We go to the place of pilgrimage, which is called Tirtha, right? But we dump our sins there. So even such Tirtha is afraid that who will purify the Tirtha? So the sadhus are called Tirtha, walking Tirtha. So unless and until our intelligence is not purified, even if you go to such places to take bath and think that you can get purified, but it's hallucination. If you have not